Today, I will be covering some of the rumors that did happen this week, guys, because a lot has actually happened within this week. But before I do jump into it all and go into it deeply, if you guys can give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, it is all very much appreciated as it does help me with all the data analytics with the channel. But now, like I said, let's jump in straight into it because there have been plenty of rumors that have racked up throughout this week. And well, we're here to talk about it all. We're here to make sure what is real and what is not real because let's be honest, some of the news that did come out earlier this week was quite, I would say, staggering, I would say, to say the least. And it all starts right here because Vini and Militão have actually received offers from Saudi, and they're not just any offers, right? Because there is more to this, as we will talk about later in the video. But right now, Saudi are offering staggering money, enormous amount of money, and it all starts with Vini because with Vini, Saudi's offer to Vini is about 1 billion in salary, which is 13 times bigger than his current salary. It includes that he will be a free agent in 2029, will have the opportunity to return to Europe before he turns 30 years old, and well, he's going to have any role that he wants in that Saudi league, right? And well, ultimately, well, we do know, and I do want to remind you guys that Vinny ultimately does have a 1 billion release clause. So if these Saudi clubs, if they really want him, well, they have to pay the release clause. And moving on from one Brazilian to another, it is even said that Saudi offered 170 million for Militao, which is also staggering money, not only just for a player, right? But we're talking about a center back. And it only goes to show how elite Militao is. But overall, I do have to remind you guys that Madrid right now, they have full confidence in Militao. Like, there is no doubt in the whole board's mind that Militao is the center back, the perfect center back that they need, and he is one of the best in that role, right? So it makes no sense to let a player of his caliber go. But it's also something that's being said as well, guys, that the Saudi Premier League or Pro League are actually specifically focusing on Real Madrid players. It is even being said that they only want Real Madrid players right now because it would obviously help, well, elevate the league. But it's also, I do have to add, Perez is actually refusing to negotiate any offers that Saudi right now is coming in with. Well, Perez is just putting them to the side. He's not even looking at them because right now, like I said, it just makes no sense to even release these players or sell them, especially considering the season that we are having ahead of us. And Fabrizio Romano, just to one of the journalists of many sources, right? He had this to say that Real Madrid believe that there are no good players on the market that are at Real Madrid's level, so no signings are expected, and the door is closed for big name players to leave Real Madrid this summer. And then on top of it, well, Saudi Arabia loves Real Madrid players, and that's what they're aiming for. And ultimately, well, if you guys love our players, then how about taking Ceballos out of our hands, right? Because it's being even said that Ceballos has actually asked to leave the club. He is not happy at his role at Real Madrid. He wants to get more playing time. But the thing is that no clubs have given any offer. But if you have Saudi players who are targeting Real Madrid players, then, well, this one could be one of those players. And it's even being said by Fabrizio Romano that players like Nico Paz could actually be a player that could head to the Saudi league, right? If an offer does come. But I don't think that is the smartest route, at least for Nico's, path or journey. But also, guys, moving on to last news, it's being now confirmed that Mario Martin will be joining Real Valladolid on loan. Sorry for the pronunciation, but well, what do I think about this move? I just don't think it was a proper move. I mean, I can understand him building himself up as a player, but I feel like he was one of those players that could have probably fought for minutes and probably could have earned himself some good minutes, at least in the Copa, all those games. So I don't think in particular it was a smart decision to let him go, but it is what it is, right? I think he would have found himself a neat little spot, neat some neat minutes, right? in this season. But with that being said, guys, what do you guys think of the rumors about Saudi targeting specifically our players? And how about Mario Martin heading, on loan? With that being said, guys, that is all. This is the second video of the night. But with that being said, Hala Madrid y nada más.